The lineage of the Nyiginya Clan, the royal blood of Rwanda long before the hills of Rwanda were divided into kingdoms and clans. When mist still covered the valleys like a sacred veil, the ancestors of the Banyarwanda lived in harmony with the land cattle herders, farmers, and hunters who believed that all things held life. Among them rose a powerful clan, destined to lead and unify. The dawn of the Nyiginya line, the Nyiginya trace their origins to Gihanga Wagisaka, a figure both historical and legendary. Gihanga is revered as the founder of the Rwandan kingdom, a visionary who brought fire, iron's melting, cattle, and sacred kingship to his people. He was said to be of divine descent, carrying both human and spiritual essence. Born of Kigwa, a celestial being who descended from the heavens, according to oral tradition, Gihanga established the foundation of Mwami kingship, settling in Gasabo, where modern Kigali now stands. There, he built the first royal enclosure and anointed the sacred fires. They were to burn eternally, as a symbol of Rwanda-esque continuity. The expansion of the dynasty after Gihanga's time, the Nyiginya kings ruled successively, passing down not only power but sacred trust, to protect the land, ensure fertility, and mediate between the living and the ancestors. Notable kings included Mibambo Isekorangoro, Amutabazi, remembered for his fairness and compassion. Yui Segundo Gahima, credited with uniting the clans under one royal authority. Indahiro Kadua, Sayamater, a strong and courageous ruler whose reign expanded the kingdom through both diplomacy and conquest. In Rwandan lore, these kings were more than rulers. They were guardians of cosmic balance. The Nyiginya kings held rituals that honored a mana god, the ancestors, and the spirits of the land. Each reign was marked by ceremonies symbolizing rebirth and renewal, and the king himself was seen as both father and sacrifice for the nation's well-being. Consolidation of the kingdom, it was during the reign of Ruganzu. However, that the Nyiginya's legacy became truly unshakable. Ruganzu, a descendant of the exiled Nyiginya rulers, returned to Rwanda after years of turmoil and restored the kingdom to its former glory. His return marked a renewal of sacred kingship and a golden age in which arts, spirituality, and unity flourished. He was said to possess supernatural powers, the ability to vanish, to speak with ancestral spirits, and to command nature itself. His legend remains deeply embedded in Rwandan identity, symbolizing resilience and continuity. The age of centralization centuries later, under rulers such as Mutara, Isimujesi, and Kigweli. For Ruwabuji, the Nyiginya dynasty transformed the kingdom into a centralized and formidable state. Ruwabugiri, ruling in the 19th century, restructured administration, expanded the boundaries of Rwanda, and strengthened royal authority. By his reign, the Nyiginya had established a sophisticated state that extended from the heart of Rwanda to its farthest ridges. Legacy of the Nyiginya. The Nyiginya clan's lineage represents the spirit of Ubumo unity and Ubutwe leadership among the Even with the colonial disruptions and the fall of the monarchy in the 20th century, their legacy endures in Rwandan. Cultural memory and proverbs, songs, rituals, and the profound sense of identity tied to Rwanda as a sacred homeland. The eternal fire of Gihanga may no longer burn in the royal hearth, but in the hearts of Rwandans, the spirit of the Nyiginya, of leadership, justice, and unity, continues to live on through the misty hills and valleys of the land of 1,000 hills. You'd like me to include a family tree-style diagram of the Nyiginya lineage Yenga to Ruwabushi. It would visually trace the royal succession. By Marara Arthur. For support, reach us on to 507-8850-0637.